Namaste, and thank you for sitting with me in this class about the different facets of enlightenment. I have talked before about the three centers that creation have deposited in itself and in oneself. And that is the center of wisdom, located in the upper part of the body, the center of love, and the center of life or will. And each of these centers have a process of enlightenment. When the three are complete, you are in the full spectrum of enlightenment, of light. So today I'm going to speak about the lower part, from the navel down. And in here, the request is to let go of control. And in here, we need to understand what is control. Because there are three tests in this phase of enlightenment. First, you understand control as, I'm not imposing on somebody my personal will. And you correct yourself and you create patience and you allow the other person to explore his own destiny, his own choices. So you learn that either through children or spouses or with oneself, right? That hidden agenda that we have. It's, I need to do this, I need to achieve something and so on. So you say, no, I don't need to control that. So it's a control related to our exterior feedback. Then is a control related to our inner world, related to these three little centers or gates. The first gate is the gate of ancestries, and is of course related in our first chakra. And here we have to review what is the lineage that we have chose, what are the unfinished business of our ancestors or the irresponsibilities that they have not taken, therefore they are not complete in their mandala, in their vibration, and what is inherited to us to work on it. Because each ancestor in a way is requesting you to finish something that they have not finished. And you see this in parents. You see that parents want our children to be better than themselves. So that's something you have to examine. And you may hate your mother, you may hate your father, but inevitable you have some sankaras or some impressions coming from your blood, from your legacy and your family, your clan, the vibration of your clan. And in that there are different passages for you to forgive, for you to accept, and mostly for you to rise at their frequency through you. The second passage in the control is related to your polarities. The second chakra, where all the milky of the waters are pulling you in two directions, right? I want this, I don't want this, I am male and I have to be this way, I'm female, I have to be this way. And in that polarity, you need to let go of that aversion and that preferences. Otherwise, always will be there. Also, there is the way to let it go, that is to think paradoxically, right? It's neither this nor that. It's the middle path. And there, of course, you have the sexuality, all the shame, all the impressions and misconceptions of life force itself. You have to see it and confront it and relax about it in order to turn that sexual energy into the pure creativity. And the third, of course, is the navel center, your personal will, which is the tough one, because in here you have a wide range of emotions, and they push them back, the jealousy and the greed and the envies and the destructions and all that heat of emotions, which is also, when it's purified, is your generosity and is your joy. So with these three centers, in the process of inner examination, you have acquired certain identity and certain drama. And that drama is on the cycles of your own pain. And in that you have to be very clear. You have to map what is the cycle that you choose to maintain your limitations and maintain your game, basically, right? So the control is over you wanting to be limited, and you play any drama to keep it that way, right? So let's say in a relationship, you want the other one to give you something. If not, then you feel hurt, and if you feel hurt, then you have to react on that, either withdraw and cry on your own wound or attack. And then you have to feel guilty of what you did, and you feel shame, and you again play another persona, another thing to pay things out, and you continue a loop of pain. But the trick is here that you need to realize, number one, that you are in pain, that you are paying all your energy, are directing your energy in keeping that loop alive. That is the second one, which is, I am responsible for this. So number one is, yes, I am in pain. I recognize that I am ill. Therefore, I need a medicine. You do something about it. You sincerely want to do something about it. And the doing about it is to see that it's a game and it's a drama, and that you can let that go. Of course, your sense of identity is so entrenched in that game. If I don't feel pain, I won't feel alive. If I don't assert myself and show off my things, I won't feel alive. If I don't intervene in others and with my opinions, I won't feel alive. So that is the control that you need to let go. And it feels scary, because naturally the fear is in the guts, and the fear is just to protect you from any void, from any new things, and it's doing what it's doing. So it's not a bad fear, but it's not real. You cannot rely on that either. So once you have mapped yourself, you have sincerely to give some time for you to notice how you play that out. Every time you feel that little discomfort, that little poking, that little, this doesn't feel good, that you are in the game. You are controlling the game. So to give inner control, it requires the sharp observation of the map. Then you have to zoom out of the map and leave it alone. This is so important because the impulse is, I need to do something about it, which is more control, right? So that intervention is put you back in a loop and create another loop of perfection and exaltation and, oh yes, I am in control. I am not reacting, you know. Just crossing my mind one instance, we just finished a retreat and one of my friends say, oh, the retreat was very good. I just was poked in the beginning, but then after that I was not poked at all. So that means there is no openness to see really what is the pain, what is the first stage. No? So it's not about being poked, but also be open to learn, to acquire the humbleness to see the cycles that are in pain and that you are in pain. So with the awakening of the guts, you need guidance, by the way. It's not something that you will do. I can give you some guidelines, but you need guidance and you need feedback. That's why the community work is so valuable. But the opening of the guts is, of course, letting go of the inner control, and it connects you with the feminine aspect. It connects you with the secrets and the mysteries of earth. So earth, it becomes more like a mud. It becomes softer. Your earth, your elements, your vitality, it becomes softer. And then when the thunder of the spirit comes down, because that's what it's looking, right? The spirit, the light, the vibration is looking to ground, it's looking to touch the mud to produce more evolution, to produce more consciousness, to be in the form. So in that enlightenment of the guts, you are definitely in the body. You are enlightening the body. The body becomes a response to the spirit, where you are not there anymore. So you know you are finishing that cycle when you give up your life, which is your sense of drama and commotion and so on, and you gain the eternal life. You gain the perception of a much more wider sense of life. With that, life and all forms of life becomes with part of you. You are not separate from life. So it's very different than the enlightenment of the heart or the enlightenment of the center of wisdom. The lower part is tough and it's difficult because most of humanity are stuck in the first three chakras and go back and forth between guilt and shame and denials and all the ego games. So hopefully this is helpful to give you an overview of the different facets of enlightenment and what you have in front. So best is stay still, choose to see that you are in pain, start with that. If you are experiencing already the pain, then stay still and start mapping. If this is helpful, maybe in the book of the sphere of affection that I wrote a few years ago, you have certain maps that can be helpful for different personalities. I thank you again for your presence and sitting with me and wanting to research the inner world, which is your immensity, which is your truth, your joy, and your true expansion. Namaste.